Welcome back to the Green Beans Go channel. It's your host, me, here for a fresh week. We have our Monday Night Football promo preview, and you all know that stuff. We don't need to talk about it. Last week, Quentin Johnston couldn't catch a thing. Dropped, 5 passes? So this didn't have a chance of hitting. It was a rough go of things, but we only did a $10 risk-free bet, so we got the $10 back in form of a free bet, so that's good. So far on this series, we have 4 wins, 26 losses, but we're still up 26 units because of Alan Lazard in week 1, and we've earned 110 in free bets. So we'll try to keep it rolling. I know this isn't normal. This is not realistic. So just understand that, okay? The game tonight sucks. I'm not really excited for it. It doesn't look like it should be entertaining, although Jameis Winston has given us quite a few sound bites and entertaining games in his recent starts, so maybe I'll be wrong. On Wednesday, the spread was 5.5. The total was 41.5. I said I'll take the dog and I'll take the over. I was correct on the over. It's ticked up to 42.5 on ESPN, but I was wrong on the spread. You can get 6.5 on Fanatics, so that's a good football number of 6.5. A little bit disappointing there, but I didn't bet it, so it doesn't really matter. But I like Cleveland at 6.5 regardless. Fanduel has brought a little bit of some unique heat today. It's not great. I don't like it, but it is better than the live profit boost. It is a 30% boost on a player to catch a pass. You can find this on the popular tab right down second and third drop down arrows from the top. It's for the first drive player to catch a pass. I do have an official play there, but guys, it's kind of a crapshoot, so just be warned that it's more for fun than anything else. DraftKings is giving me a 10% same-game parlay boost still, although it is a max of 25. I won't be able to get the full 25 down, but it's nice that the limits are higher, but a 10% boost really isn't much at all. And then ESPN continues to be the market leader on promos for Monday night. Typical 20%, 100% with a deposit, and then the first TD insurance, 50% back up to $20, which means you can bet $40 to maximize it. Let's talk. So here are the touchdown bits of information. I did pretty well in terms of highlighting opportunities this weekend and them actually scoring. I hope it continues, and if it does, it looks like Courtland Sutton should be pretty good. 15 allowed by Cleveland to wide receivers. If you like storylines, maybe you want to go Jerry Jeudy, the revenge game coming back to Denver. Other than that, first touchdown is tough. Denver's actually given up 7 first touchdowns, which seems counterintuitive considering the fact that when you look at their defense, they're one of the better defenses in the league at not allowing teams to score. So a little bit bizarre there. They get better as the game goes on, as you can see. I'll give you some unofficial plays for first touchdown score, but I won't actually lock in any official plays on here. Here they are. I checked these to FanDuel. FanDuel is usually the best prices in the market, and FanDuel and ESPN agree, and some of them are even higher on ESPN. So I think Chubb is plus 850 on FanDuel. He's plus 900 on ESPN, so that's great. Sutton 750 and Njoku 13-1 would be my unofficial plays. I'm not going to actually chart these as actual units risked, but if I had to play them, and I will play them, I'll probably go with these guys here. Okay. Here are the 2 official plays that I'm locking in. We have one on FanDuel, the first catch, passer nonsense, and the ESPN. So we are in Mile High, Colorado, heavy THC usage, and I'm locking in a payout of 420. I don't know if that's a sign, but it's something, okay? Keep your eye on this parlay. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take Browns plus 10.5. They've played a lot of reasonable games. They have a longer week because they played on Thursday. I think with the holiday this week, that's helpful for them. They do have to travel to Denver, but I am not worried about it. The spread is 6.5. I'll tick it up to 10.5 over the key number of 7 and 10. I like Njoku to score. If we go back here, Denver has allowed 5 touchdowns to tight ends, which isn't necessarily the absolute worst in the NFL, but it's the bottom tier of the NFL. So it's definitely something that caught my eye, and I know that David Njoku is very popular in the eyes of Jameis Winston. I think with the cornerback play that Denver has, it should open up the middle of the field for David Njoku. So we'll go with Njoku to score a touchdown. And then Nick Chubb, 70 yards. I think the key to beating this Denver team is to sustain drives and keep their defense on the field a little bit longer to wear them down. I think Nick Chubb has hopefully gotten his legs under him. He did miss the first 8 to 10 weeks of the year, but since he's come back, they have incorporated him more. He's very talented, should be one of the more talented backs in the league when he's healthy. So I like him at 70 rushing yards. That's more than his total. The 70 line is plus 250. So I like that number a lot. I think his regular line's around 50 yards. So that would be the play. 20 wins 420. And we'll lock it in. Now, the only negative part about this is it's all very correlated. If Chubb is getting 70 yards and Njoku is scoring a touchdown, the Browns are probably covering the plus 10.5. If I was a very smart and diligent fella and I wasn't worried about putting this together, making this video in a timely manner, I may have thought, what happens if I leave out Browns plus 10.5? Does it really shift the odds too much? It may be something you want to look at. If it doesn't change the odds too much, maybe do it. Should I check? Maybe we could check right now. This would be a good learning opportunity.
A few moments later.
All right, we're back. I went and I crunched the numbers. I'm an idiot. Okay, bottom line, it's not worth the extra plus 100 to get the plus 10.5. So if I was doing this again, which I can't, all right, I would leave off this plus 10.5. It doesn't move the needle enough for me. Just these two alone is plus 900, which would be plus 1,800 as opposed to plus 2,000. Now, it doesn't give you the plus 420, which we talked about might be very important for Colorado, but nonetheless, it's probably not worth the 10.5 to include that there. So that is that. We'll delete that, and we'll come back. The FanDuel official play I'm doing is David Njoku, 2 catches on the Browns' first drive. This is a crapshoot, guys. Like, I'm not going to sit here and say that this is EV, that this is smart, that this is anything. Here's the logic behind it. I think Njoku is a heavily targeted option for Jameis Winston. I think that Patrick Surtain is going to be covering Jerry Jeudy. Now, if you want more, or I think more would be the second best option. The guys to catch one pass, it's just, with the boost, it doesn't do much. Like Njoku to catch one is 120, so a 30% boost is really only a few cents more, a few bucks more. I'm rolling with this. It's $10 to win 88. Njoku can catch 2 passes on the first drive. I don't know I'm not going to over-explain it, guys. That's just the play, okay? You guys know about this stuff, like always. If you want to comment, share, or like this video, it would help me a ton. We're going to keep rolling this week traditionally. But again, next week I'm leaving town, so I'm going to do my best to give you the content, but I will ask for your patience in that. And I think that's it, guys. So we will catch you tomorrow for our NFL Power Rankings video, and enjoy the game tonight.